Hello YouTube, this is Easy Breezy. In this video, I want to discuss karma and how you can rest assured that if you are a genuine person, honest person, and compassionate, empathetic person, and you have given your all, your pure intentions to someone and they took advantage of you, they did you dirty, they betrayed you, they used you, rest assured that these people will get their karma. And it's not even like a will thing, it's a they're already getting it type thing. Number one, because they lost you as a resource. Now, when we think about wanting revenge on people or wanting to see people get their karma, we want to see specific events like, oh, I want to see that person get used. I want to see that person get hurt. We put these expectations on karma, but that's not how karma works. And even if that person falls down a flight of stairs and breaks their knee, that doesn't necessarily mean that accident was tied to them doing you dirty. Karma is being perpetuated in everyone's lives all day, every day. All karma is cause and effect. It is a result of our thoughts and our actions. And we experience our own karma every single day, all day. Right? The decisions that you make in this moment affect your karma a minute from now, an hour from now, a week from now, a year from now. So it's just a cause and effect, right? Karma is not some type of ammunition that we set on people or we aim at people. It's not like that. And you shouldn't really expect it to be like that, because if you have any expectations on what you want to see, most likely you're not going to see that. And you're not even going to take into consideration that them losing you was the first part of their karma. So, just make sure that you're not forgetting that. Make sure you put some weight on that and think back to yourself and think, okay, what was I doing for this person? What was I sacrificing for this person? What was I giving for this person to succeed or be their best self? Like, what were you doing to see that person happy? You don't come across people like that all the time. You just don't. I mean, you can come across kind people, but you don't always come across resourceful people. You don't always come across intelligent people. Like, you don't come across people like that all the time. So number one, don't forget that the first part of their karma is them losing access to you. And really, that should be enough for you. That should be enough for you. They no longer have the opportunity to use you, to use your resources, to use your finances, to use your family, to use your intelligence, to use you. What you've built. They no longer have access to your blessings. They no longer have access to your home. They no longer have access to your energy. They no longer have you as a friend. They no longer have you as a partner. It's done. And ain't no finding another me. It's not happening. It hasn't happened before you met me, and it won't happen after. It's done. It's a wrap. So that should be enough. Now, the karma that they're going to experience post losing you is continuing to perpetuate the same cycles over and over and over, because they are still the same person. You have to look at people's character, right? If someone is a liar, if someone is a thief, if someone is a fraud and a fake, if someone likes to manipulate and lie to get their way and manipulate people to get their way, that is their character. They were burning bridges before you, and they will continue to burn bridges after you. It is their character. So unless that person goes to therapy and they learn how to respect other people, how to treat other people, and how to love other people, they're going to continue to perpetuate these karmic cycles. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. And one way you can tell that someone is not going to change and that they're going to be experiencing this same lesson but with different people is if they refuse to take accountability for what they did to you. If they refuse to apologize for what they did to you. If you're cowardly, if you are such a coward that you can't take accountability for what you did to me, if you're such a coward that you can't apologize for what you did to me, what makes me think that you're not going to continue this pattern with other people? What makes me think that you've changed? If you didn't go to therapy, and if you're not actively in therapy, what makes me think that you're going to change? So just remember, everyone has a fair chance at life. Everyone has the options to live their life how they want. They can live righteously, they can live honestly, or they can live like a what's an appropriate word that I'm looking for? Or they can live like a I can't think of no nice words for that right now. But if they're not in therapy, they're going to continue to live their life like that. And they're going to continue to rub people the wrong way. They're going to continue to beef with people. They're going to continue to burn bridges. And it may not be with every single person in their life, because some people know who to try, right? They know who to try, especially like manipulative people. Come on now. They know who to try. So they will put on their best mask for whoever is benefiting them at the time, whoever is in a position to help them at the time. But once they get in a position of power, once they feel like, oh, they're better than that person, or they start feeling themselves, these people mess up everything they have going on every time. They don't see the blessing in front of them. They don't see the true friend in front of them. They don't see a real woman in front of them. They don't see it. They're constantly in survival mode. The only thing that they're thinking when it comes to how magnanimous you are and how giving you are is, how much can this person give me? How much can this person serve me? How long can we keep this going? They don't actually see it as a gracious act. They don't see it as a selfless act. They see it as a weakness. People with a flawed character and no integrity, they don't see kindness as strength. They see kindness as weakness. So anyone kind that comes into their life, they're going to do whatever they can to take advantage of the situation. And once that person realizes that it's a completely non-reciprocal relationship, or they're disrespectful, or they lack integrity, and they have a flawed character, they're going to continue to burn bridges. So don't even sweat karma. Don't even sweat revenge. People are perpetuating their own karma every single day. And when you have people with no integrity, no respect, and don't know how to treat people, and don't know how to really love people, trust me, the same cycle that you got caught up in when y'all cross paths is the same cycle that they're going to experience with other people. Period. So The most you can do is feel sorry, feel pity. For someone to move like that in life, you can only imagine how much darkness they have within themselves. You can only imagine how unhappy they are. Someone who is constantly in survival mode is obviously in a frequency of lack and desperation. They're clearly not on their path. They're clearly not living their dreams. They're clearly not happy within themselves. They're clearly miserable. People that don't mind bullying others, throwing shady comments, those shady passive aggressive jokes, saying things to pick at your self-esteem and tear down your confidence. Who knows how unhappy they are inside? Who knows? Have you ever seen a happy, successful, loving person going around tearing people down, burning bridges left and right, having a bunch of people in this world that hate them? Do you know happy, successful people that perpetuate that pattern? No, you don't. It's only the miserables. It's only the unhappy, the unlucky, and the dusty. So if you are waiting for someone to experience karma, if you are waiting for someone to experience revenge, don't put too much emphasis on what it's going to be or how it's going to look like, because most likely you're not going to see it. But you can bet on them to mess up their own life because they did it with you. They did it with you. Assuming that you were an easy friend to have or an easy partner to be with, if they can mess it up with you, if they can mess up a situation that sweet, what makes you think they're not going to do it again and again and again and again? Unless these people realize that they're losing quality people, unless these people realize that they are perpetuating toxic cycles and they're losing everything and everyone that loved them and that actually tried to help them, maybe then they'll change. But until then, honey, listen, count on them to continue to ruin their own life. Bet on it. I bet you $100. I bet you $100 that if you were a giving, compassionate, selfless person to someone in your life and they did you dirty for no reason because of their insecurities, or they didn't want to feel inferior to you, or they had to knock you down a few steps because you made them insecure, listen, I bet you $100 that they already have received their karma. First of all, you already owe me $100 because the first karma was losing you. The first karma was losing you. So, Cash App easy breezy. And I'm just playing, y'all. And number 2, the second round, it's already happening. If that person refuses to take accountability for how they did you, if they refuse to apologize, if they refuse to give you back what they took, what makes you think they changed? I'm someone that apologizes. Period. I don't care what people think about that. And it's crazy how people will actually try to shame you for apologizing, right? You're not apologizing for the right reasons. You're apologizing for your blah, blah, blah. No, you apologize for you and your integrity and your character, because that's just who you are. If you're someone that apologizes, listen, I have mad respect for you, because you really have to put down your pride to apologize to someone. You really have to like kill the ego to apologize to someone. And it takes bravery too, because you don't know if that person's going to receive it or not. This person can easily cuss you out and say, I don't accept your apology. That has happened to me before. That has happened to me more than once, actually. But the reason why I'm even able to say that I've had these experiences is because I've apologized multiple times in my life because I chose to. Not saying that, oh, I'm all righteous and I'm an angel. But one thing that I can say that I'm proud of within myself is I apologize. If I feel like I'm wrong, or I feel like I was overreacting, or I feel like I, messed up a friendship or a relationship, I apologize. And, everyone has feelings. Everyone has a heart. Some apologies, people accept it. Tell me, girl, you good. I still love you, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I apologize to people in the past and they said, F you. But at the end of the day, it wasn't for them to accept. It was for them just to hear. I just want you to hear it. That's it. You don't have to accept it. Because that's not the desired outcome. I mean, it's the desired outcome, but it's not the expected outcome. Because I get it. You don't have to be cool with me. You don't have to forgive me. But one thing I'm going to do, my ass going to say sorry about something. Okay? So that shows character. That shows maturity. That shows that this person can be accountable for their actions. That shows that this person is humble. Humble. If you're not willing to extend an apology because you are scared that this person is not going to receive it and you're scared to take that ego hit, is that humble? Is that an act of humility? So once again, stay who you are. Don't let any person that came in your life and tried to wreck shit change who you are as a person. Because guess what? If you turn into them, you're going to be experiencing the same karma that they are. If you start having trust issues and doing people dirty because you're jumping to conclusions and you're trying to get one up on people and you're trying to use people and manipulate and you backstabbing people for no reason and you start moving like them because they invoked trust issues within yourself and now you're reacting on straight trauma responses, you're going to start experiencing the same karma they are. And at first, it may be subconscious. You may not even know that you're doing it. But once you catch yourself thinking in a low vibrational state, thinking manipulative, thinking, not thinking in abundance or thinking on a love frequency, once you catch yourself, be like, hold on. I'm not going to let this person change me. I'm not going to let this demon change me. I'm going to be exactly who I am. I'm going to be who I was before I met this person, and I'm going to continue to be that person. Because the last thing that I will want from myself is to reap their karma or to pick up their nasty habits. We're not cut from the same cloth. My integrity is different. My character is different. My accountability is different. That's why I'm me and you're you. I don't want your karma. You can keep it. I'm going to stay a good person. I'm going to stay a loving person. I'm going to stay an honest person. You took my kindness for weakness. And that was the biggest mistake you could have made. Because number one, you lost me. Hate that for you. Number two, because I know you're still immature, because I know you're still childish, because I know you're still a demon, you're going to continue to perpetuate these patterns with other people. It's just a matter of time. Because some people lack so much self-awareness, they have no choice but to perpetuate these patterns over and over and over. Because number one, can't nobody check these people. Can't nobody check them. Can't nobody criticize them. Can't nobody help them. Their ego is so inflated, no one can even help them. So they're going to stay stuck in their ways. They're going to stay having a predatory mentality and a manipulative mentality and a user mentality. And it doesn't even matter what they try to paint it like. Oh, I made new friends. I'm in a new friend group. Oh, I'm in a new relationship. Listen, the countdown starts now. Listen, the countdown starts now. Okay? So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you are sure in your mind that this person needs God, needs therapy, and just, honey, this person needs a lot of things to become a better person. If you know that this person has not changed, consider their karma already written. Consider that revenge already written. It's already done. It's already done. Forget about them. Block them. Focus on you. Focus on your goals. Focus on what you're trying to get done. Focus on your passion. Focus on your dreams. Because guess what? The best revenge is success. Success. That requires work. That requires self-awareness. That requires discipline. That requires sacrifice. You got to be successful. You have to be. Ain't no more harping on old friends and old relationships. You don't have time for it. You only have time to work out. You only have time to eat healthy. You only have time to study. You only have time to work. Success is the best revenge. Make them hear about you. You know, you may not be in the position to see their facial expressions or see their body language, because I know it'll probably crack you up, but just know that it's happening. And when these people see you in a different light, see you leveled up, see you evolved, guess what? Now they have to pay you respect. Now, when they're around other people, and let's say someone asks, are you still friends with so-and-so? Or are you still with so-and-so? They can't even say nothing bad about you because they're going to automatically look like a hater. They're going to automatically look like a hater, so they have to say something nice about you. Like, oh yeah, we used to be friends, but you know, I see she's doing her thing now. You know, good for her. Or, oh yeah, I used to date her. Yeah, we used to have our thing going on, but you know, it didn't work out. But you know, I'm proud of her. Oh, you are? I bet you are. I bet you are. You couldn't respect me when I was in your presence, so I had to bless you with my absence, and now I'm gonna make you respect me. Yeah. It didn't have to be this way, but hey, that's what happens when people take other people's kindness for weakness. All right. So once again, work on yourself. Forget these people. Forget about revenge. Forget about karma. It's already happening. There's nothing to worry about. It's already done. Losing you was already enough karma. Really, I could have stopped the video at that first point. But, you know, just to say other facts, you know, and things that might comfort you, comfort your spirit, and reassure you that no one got one up on you. No one took advantage of you. It was just an illusion. No one took advantage of you because you needed that lesson. No one used you because you needed that lesson. You know, when you go to college and you have to pay for classes and, you know, pay for that tuition, and once you graduate, you're like $40,000 in debt. Going through a relationship or a friendship where you constantly had someone's back, You constantly supported someone. You constantly bent over backwards for someone, and they ended up betraying you, betraying your trust, or turning on you. Listen, at least that ain't $1,000 or $40,000 tuition. That was probably what, at most, a $5,000 lesson, a $5,000 class. And instead of history, it was relationships. But learning how to deal with people is some of the most important wisdom that we can acquire, because that's how we manifest better friends and better partners. The currency of people is the most important currency we can invest in. So don't be angry and don't soak over your failed friendships or your failed relationships. You needed that wisdom. You needed that. So now that you're smarter and wiser, now you can start having boundaries for yourself, standards for yourself. Your discernment has sharpened, and now you can attract better people and better relationships. You needed that. That wasn't betrayal. That was a lesson. That was a class of life. And I understand that, you can never get time back. And, it's more than money. It's time, it's feelings, it's emotions, it's all that stuff. But you have to look at it from a positive perspective. You have to, because that's really what it is. Look at it for what it is. Look at it for its divine meaning. You're still alive. That means you're stronger. All right? So, listen, they going through it. They ain't gonna let you see it. Why would anyone let you see that they're going through it? Come on now. Why would anyone with common sense allow you to see that they're going through it? I know I'm not gonna let my enemy see me going through it. The heck? But I'm kind of different though, because I like to be vulnerable on YouTube. So even if I have enemies out there and I'm talking about, my problems in life, I still don't care. Maybe y'all need to be as unbothered as me. But yeah, don't worry about it. If you are pretty sure that they are the same person, it's already written. So if you are not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that. Turn on your notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.